This past summer, we saw our electric bills go up, and it wasn't great at all. But with winter coming, you can see them go up more. So the Nerd Power is here to help reduce before you produce. And let's welcome Chief Nerd, Babe Kilgore. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
You know, I'm doing good, but this summer, saw the electric bill go up. Saw it was crazy. Wintertime, I feel like it's going to go up again. What do I do?
And they are going up. So, you know, there are things you can do. But it's twofold right now. It's inflation is hitting us hard. And then on top of that, because the grid wasn't designed for how it's used today, rates are going up to just update the grid for the amount of power we use.
Yeah, so that's where you come in. Of course, the Nerd Power comes in to help us plan out our house or our building new houses on how to save money, especially with solar. And that's the big part right there, right?
Yeah, so solar's really big. We take a different approach. So we take a very holistic approach to energy efficiency in solar. Can I give a small analogy maybe to help?
That would help.
So let's say you had like a refrigerator you wanted to power with solar.
Right.
And based on the math, it needs 5 solar panels, right? What we do is we come in and we say, hey, let's look at the back of the fridge. It's got a small hole. Let's fix that small hole. Maybe the seal around the door needs to be repaired so cold air is not leaking out or freezing. And we fix those, and then we put on 3 solar panels instead of 5. And the fridge works better, it lasts longer, the food stays cool, and that's the same for a house.
So, babe, I like that, because what you just said right there is that you come in to see what's going on. Some people might go, hey, I just want to switch over to solar. Someone come out and go, okay, we'll put a solar panel here, and plug you in.
Yeah.
You actually go through the house to see where you can actually save money and not have to put so much solar on. And that's what you're saying. I love what you say. Before you produce, look to reduce, or reduce before you produce, which is the best part right there.
Yeah, reduce consumption before we produce new power with clean tech like solar. So every house is totally different. How you use energy at your home is different than how I do. And so we come in, we take the construction data, how your home was built, the materials used, your rate plan, how the occupants use energy inside the home.
Yeah.
We run it through a software system, and it tells us which efficiency upgrades make the most sense for your home and family, and then it lines it up with the best available rebates, incentives, tax credits from the city, state, the federal government, utility, so you can access funds and put those towards the cost of those upgrades.
I like this because, again, people are doing remodels or they're building, and they are getting new appliances. And they think, okay, that new appliance is going to save me money, but really when you come in and go, that might not be the best appliance for the house, or if you're going to do that, you need to do this, right?
Yeah, totally. So we find different things at every home. So in Arizona, which we're throughout many parts of the country, but in Arizona, these attics get so hot. And we find that there's air leaking into the living space, there's ductwork that's not lined up properly, insulation levels are ultra low, thermostats aren't programmed right, or the AC units are going out. So we come in and update all these items based on what that family needs and what that home needs. And then we put on the right sized solar system for the home and family.
Yeah, it's very interesting because we do have people moving out here and they go, oh, great, yeah, I had an attic back home and I know we put up some insulation in there and that's it, we're good to go. But with you coming in, you're like, no, because that insulation might be causing more problems with your electric bills than what you thought you'd be saving, right?
Yeah, there's so many variables to a home. That's maybe one component, but there's so many things that can be done. And again, every home is totally different. I really, it's hard to see a home with a huge solar system that's a small home. You just know there's inefficiencies they could have fixed that are really low cost fixes, and then they could put the right size solar system on.
That's awesome, because I know people are getting worried about how their solar is going to look on the house, and they have to have these big ones and stuff like that to power the whole house, but it's not that easy. All right, so you just mentioned a little process there. So after the process, they go through and you sit down and talk with them. Now, do you supply the solar with them, or you pretty much give suggestions and work with them?
No, we do solar as well. So solar is a great solution. Probably 96 or 97%, excuse me, of our clients have solar. But again, the key is fixing those inefficiencies first. And in addition to the fixes, your mechanical equipment, your AC unit lasts longer because it's not as strained. We help even temperatures out inside the home, and it's more comfortable to live there. And then we put on that solar.
I like it, and especially with people getting the Teslas and the electric cars and stuff. Definitely for you to come out and take a look at the house before you even install one of those devices on there, because again, that's going to make some changes to the house. It's going to make some changes, and then I know a lot of people want to go solar with it, but you got to realize that you're going to be solaring the whole house in a way.
Yeah, we can take, actually, if you're going to buy an EV, we can take and say, where do you work and how much you're going to drive, and incorporate those costs into the forecasted bill, and then we install EV chargers, and it does, I feel like my car drives better because it's powered for free from the sun, even though it doesn't, but I feel like it does.
There it is, the chief nerd right there, Babe Kilgore. Tell them where they can find out more about Nerd Power.
Text NERD to 31996, and as a side plug, I'll just mention it, we are hiring as well, so if you like sustainability or solar, there's about 60 available positions in Arizona, about 150 across the country in other markets. So text 31996, text NERD to that for available information on the programs, and if you're looking for work in the sustainability solar market.
There you go. All right, we got jobs and we got you saving money. Two things right there. Thank you, Babe.
Thanks.